I'm Baroness Lampard, and I'm the chair of the Lampard Inquiry, which is a statutory inquiry investigating mental health inpatient deaths in Essex. I'm honoured to be chairing the inquiry, and I'm committed to carrying out thorough investigations which are appropriately focused and proportionate. This is key given the urgency of the matters I'm looking into. Now that the inquiry's terms of reference have been agreed and published, I'm able to proceed with the substantive work of the inquiry. One of the first steps I'm taking is to open the application process for core participant status. In this video, I'll explain and answer several questions relating to core participant status, including how to apply for it. What is a core participant? A core participant is a person, organisation or entity that has played a direct and significant role or has a significant interest in the matters investigated by the inquiry, or who may be subject to significant criticism. Full details of the matters to be investigated by the inquiry are available on the Lampard Inquiry website. They include deaths of mental health inpatients within healthcare settings in Essex, deaths that occurred between the 1st of January 2000 and the 31st of December 2023, those who died as inpatients receiving NHS-funded care within the independent sector, as well as those in NHS units. Inpatient deaths include those who died within 3 months of discharge from a mental health inpatient unit. Anyone can apply for core participant status. For example, families of mental health inpatients who have died, current and former members of staff who have experience of mental health inpatient care, or organisations which provide mental health inpatient services within Essex. I have wide discretion to decide on who becomes a core participant. I will take into consideration all relevant factors, and I will make my decisions fairly. My decisions will be based on the legal criteria and the need to avoid any unnecessary cost. What are the benefits of becoming a core participant? It's not necessary to be a core participant to engage meaningfully with the inquiry, but core participants have special rights. Core participants are entitled to receive disclosure of documentation, make opening and closing statements, and suggest lines of questioning that they consider should be asked of a witness. In addition, the inquiry team may engage with core participants on matters of practice and procedure, which will help to shape the inquiry. How can you apply to become a core participant? Individuals, organisations or entities who wish to be designated a core participant will need to apply, setting out their reasons for doing so. The application is done by completing a form available on our website. You can complete the form without needing legal assistance if you so wish. Information on the deadline for submitting applications can be found in the description accompanying this video, and details of how to make an application, including the application form and guidance, can be found on the Lampard Inquiry website. If after reading the information on our website you still have queries about the process, please contact the inquiry by email at contact@lampardinquiry.org.uk. Do you have to be a core participant to give evidence to the inquiry? I wish to stress that it is not necessary to be a core participant to engage meaningfully with the inquiry. Personal accounts and experiences shared by those who are not core participants are of no less value in my eyes and in the eyes of the inquiry than those provided by persons who are core participants. Being a core participant does not mean that a person's evidence is any more important or given any greater weight. Individuals, organisations and entities who are not core participants may provide evidence to the inquiry by way of documents or other material. They may also act as a witness to the inquiry, claim expenses for attending as a witness, as well as apply for an award for legal representation. They may watch or attend public hearings unless I decide to hear evidence in private. They may read transcripts of hearings, witness statements, and other documents that are published by the inquiry. What's the difference between a court participant and a witness? There are differences between a witness and a court participant. A witness is someone who has information relevant to the inquiry, which the inquiry proposes to take either orally or in a form of written evidence. This could be because they witnessed an event, or because they hold records that are considered relevant, such as videos or other forms of documentation. A witness may have the opportunity to ask questions in certain limited circumstances, but will not generally take an active part in the inquiry. A court participant, in contrast, will be able to make opening and closing statements and suggest lines of questioning that should be put to a witness. They may also receive disclosure of documentation before it becomes public. Importantly, an individual or organisation can be both a court participant and a witness. Do court participants and witnesses need to be legally represented? The inquiry strives to be accessible to all, and it's not necessary to have legal representation to engage with the inquiry or provide evidence, whether you're a court participant or a witness. If you'd like to obtain independent legal representation, you may wish to find a solicitor through the Law Society's Find a Solicitor service. I'm fully aware of the seriousness of the issues which lie at the heart of this inquiry, and I recognise the suffering and loss which many have endured. I offer my sincere condolences to those who have lost family members and loved ones, or have otherwise been affected by the matters which the inquiry has been established to investigate. I recognise also the courage, resilience, and strength that they have demonstrated in these most tragic circumstances, including in bringing to light some of the matters I will be looking into. I look forward to considering the applications for court participant status and to making progress with this important inquiry.